All right, we've got to be gut honest with ourselves. Yes, it is a dog and pony show. It is a big club, and neither you nor I have access to the big club. The banksters control the entire monetary supply of the United States. The corporatists and the intelligence agencies control the propaganda machines of fake stream, CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird, MK Ultra Media. So nothing has changed on that front. But you can't say nothing has changed on the optics front. If politics is anything, it's an incessant marketing campaign that strategizes on how best to manipulate the minds of the masses. And one of the best ways to do that is to pull on heartstrings. So we have the President of the United States adjusting mics for the people who are devastated by the hurricane in North Carolina. He's got the personal aspect down. He's looking into their eyes. He's engaging. He and Melania are side by side as they shake hands with the people who got smashed by this hurricane. And I want to play you some clips because I want to ask you, when was the last time you saw a president of the United States among the people, adjusting mics for people, asking the people questions about, well, what happened? What happened to your dog? How's your kid? Oh, you must have a really, a good son. You're a good daughter. When was the last time you saw a president engage with the people unscripted? What the heck is going on here? Let's watch some of this.
Maybe say a few words, please. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hi.
Come on in
here. Whenever it started, we started moving our vehicles to the top of the road, and by the time we got the vehicles moved, the water had already hit our ankles in the house. And so I grabbed my purse and my little pug dog, and my husband grabbed the dog food and put it in a trash bag, and by the time we got out into the driveway, it was already waist deep. Thank you.
Now I'm skipping around. This was a fairly lengthy video, so I'm skipping around just to show you that each and every time he adjusted the person's mic, he greeted them, he spoke with them, he asked questions. He truly did look like he was engaging with them, that he was interested in what they were saying.
Would you like to say something with that beautiful baby? Say hey.
When the hurricane
Pats him on the back. Look at this. He's about to adjust the mic.
storms hit North Carolina, hit our home, my daughter and my wife and I were actually out of town. But unfortunately, my dad was still at home, and my mother was staying at our house with our animals. And the waters got so high that it actually lifted between that and the tornado that came through, or microburst is what they've been calling them, and lifted his home and the house that I grew up in and crashed it into our barn. It took away his business. It took away all of our tools and tractors and everything needed to keep the farm going. And my mother was trapped in the house, and there was no way to escape because the water got so high. The only thing she could do was ride it out and wait till the waters came down. Not really acceptable.
Has the insurance company been responsive or not really?
Not so much. Again,
Give you the money they have to give you?
I'm hoping so. And we need some assistance with that. We reached out to an attorney.
What's the name of the insurance company?
North Carolina Farm Bureau.
You gotta move them, right?
Yep,
That's terrible.
that's what we're after
Are
here.
a lot
So
of people having that problem too? With the insurance companies, general, different insurance companies, and they're all difficult, or just the one particular one?
I've heard different stories from others, and
Have
a
you
lot
heard
of folks
some
are.
more responsive?
And I've heard some good instances of even Farm Bureau themselves. But in my case, they'd send out a third-party adjuster immediately. Well, they wound up firing that third-party adjuster group. He gave us a quote for a much higher estimate than what we
And
received,
you got fired?
and then he got let go. Yeah, he got fired. So then they brought in another third-party adjuster to come in and lowball us.
Not exciting, right?
That's right.
How scared were you?
Very.
Did you think you were going to make it?
No.
You didn't think so?
Nope. I just started praying.
So you were sort of on a boat. Your house became a boat.
It's a big pontoon.
That's some story.
It was a
Would you
beach
like to
house
say
on
something?
the steps.
I'll bet this guy would like to say something. I can tell.
I was next door to the house, and my son was out of town, so when he came in to Charlotte to my sister's, he called about 2 in the morning because at midnight the water was still in the stream, within the banks.
You never saw anything like that?
No, I've been through floods
There's never been anything.
all my life around there. Never nothing.
Never been anything like that.
Mm-mm.
But you're okay, right?
Yep. House destroyed.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna help you out. We're gonna help you out.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks for being here.
Anybody else? You guys okay?
Our day that morning began a little taller with some trees falling into our house, which our house is goes back 4 generations, 80 years, and never came close to flooding. And we woke up with trees about 4:30 or 5 in the morning, and our house sits 3/10 of a mile back off the road. And the water, we've had flooding and such in the lake, but nothing like we saw. I built a little makeshift ladder, and we got out on our roof, and we spent 4 hours on the roof. I had a little baggie. I did notes on my cell phone to my 2 kids and my 2 grandkids, and something to identify me in case we were lost in it.
Did you think you were gonna make it?
No, we're.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, we didn't think we were going to make it at all. I mean, our house was 25 feet underwater.
So you didn't think you were gonna live?
No, we were watching houses, trailers, bodies coming by us. And we live in the Azalea Road area in East Asheville. Yeah, we watched our garage float by.
You just lift up.
Yeah. But, we got to a point where it crested about 4 feet up on the roof. We took about 3 or 4 hours for it so we could kind of do everything in reverse, and got out in the mud to higher ground. No insurance on flood insurance, so we had to depend on FEMA. They did what they could do, and of course it's not enough.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah. Yes, that's crazy. But again, we're thankful to be alive, but it's a long haul.
What are you doing now?
Staying in a camper. I've never been, if y'all notice, I'm a big guy. I don't sleep in campers very very well. And the first night we spent in the camper, very grateful with the Asheville Dream Center coming through with the one. And
Do you still have the land?
oh yeah, it's family land. Yeah, the land, it looks like a beach now. It's sand, but
Can it be built on?
yes,
Do you intend to do that?
yes.
You want to build again?
Yeah, Samaritan's Purse. We're working with them. We're working with people. It's 80 years, 4 generations.
But the house is totally gone?
No, the house is there. It's
they
down
got
to
it
they
into
came
this
in and mudded it,
mattress.
but everything in it was completely destroyed. But yeah, it's tough. I think we're at a point in Asheville where people's forgot about Asheville, and it's stagnant. Everything is stopped.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
I'm going to take care of it.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you. Thank you. Please.
I'm a pastor Nix, our church right down the road. We had only purchased in May, and it's a big church. We're a small congregation, and I had people say, "What are you going to do with this big building?" And I said, "Only God knows." And we had our dedication, and the storm came the next week. I slept on the floor for about 3 weeks because the need was so great. The people were so devastated, and I said, I want to be here for them. And they were coming in just day and night, so there's really no need for me to go home. But we had people from Kentucky, Tennessee, Texas, Indiana, Oklahoma, people from all over. We have not received any help, like from the government or anything. But I said, Lord, if you want us to do that,
So
people
they came from
all over the states.
But
That's
FEMA
what did it.
did nothing.
It was
No.
it was the
FEMA's
locals.
waste of time and money.
And my daughter,
Trump says FEMA is a waste of time and money. When was the last time you saw a president of the United States adjust mics, engage with the public like this, ask questions, ask like he truly cares? This is so effective that even Anna Kasparian and Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks and leftists are saying, man, Biden didn't do this. And yet, remember, nothing changes. He's still the father of the bio, you know what, dash hazard, VAXX. He's still the guy who racked up $8.4 trillion in 4 years, demolishing the time and laboring energies of the dollars that Americans go out to work for every day. Nothing's changed on that front. Remember that. At the same time, they are either he really does care, and I can't speak into somebody's heart, but we know the propensity or the proclivity for psychopaths to just care about themselves. This is a fantastic marketing ploy to tug on the heartstrings of Americans so they can set the remainder of us up for the big fall as he aligns himself with the tech bros.
Now her house is really in bad shape, and I'll let her tell you about that. But thank you, President. This is our president. We appreciate you so much.
That's how a lot of people feel about it. He is actually winning a lot of people over with actions like this. He flew from North Carolina on Air Force One from this location to Los Angeles, where he got with a bunch of the leaders, including Democrat leaders, to talk about how we can mitigate fire damage the next time and how we can expedite the ability for homeowners to start building again without all the legalese and bureaucratic red tape and all the permits that they would have to pull to get that done. So he said and we'll talk about this in the next video, but he's dropped the prohibitive barriers on the federal level, and he's expecting the local and state barriers to be dropped as well. In fact, he's demanding it.
Help us get our community back. I could go on. It's just I don't know, it's just heartbreaking. I appreciate you.
Good daughter you have, huh? Good daughter. Take care of Mom. And your son must be great.
My son is great.
No, he sounds like a real leader and smart.
He really is. But to hike
How would
in,
you have been if he didn't come and get you?
I don't know. I'd just would have been there because the only thing we could do, there were no way to get out there. The only thing we could do is just hike up to the church, the first church that was up there, about 3 miles, to get, maybe what we needed or something. I don't know. He is. Thank you.
Well, again, thank you very much, everybody. So we're going to be here. We're going to be working with our congressmen and women, and they're going to do a job. And Michael Watley is going to be very much in charge, and you'll get it done. And FEMA's ready to rock. They haven't done the job because they weren't really told to do the job by Biden. I guess Biden was thinking about other things, wasn't he? But they weren't told. What they did, what the past administration did to North Carolina is a disgrace.
So just to reiterate, it still is a dog and pony show. The banksters are still in control. The corporate elitists and the social media oligarchs are still in control. They're still controlling the propaganda. Nothing has changed on that front. The issuance and value of the dollar is still controlled by the central banking elite, the Zio banking elite. Nothing has changed, but they have changed their strategy. This is good public relations. It's an effective strategy to have the President of the United States and the First Lady to visit devastated areas and get in touch and get on the ground with the people in that community. So leave your thoughts about this for the World and the Global Thought Police in the comments section below. What do you think this is? Do you think this is genuine on Trump's part? Or do you think it's just another marketing strategy and a ploy to get people to drop their guard so they can continue to participate in the left versus right dog and pony show? If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, understand what's going on in the political game. Politics is the clever and deceptive art of using euphemisms, lies, emotionalism, and fear-mongering in order to dupe average people into accepting and even demanding the chains of their own enslavement. I will see you in the next video.